Well, what's your name?
Ruth Carpenter.
Hi, Ruth. I'm Gino. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Can you tell me, Ruth, what the place used to be like, your neighborhood here?
Oh, it was a very beautiful little neighborhood. We had 17 houses down here.
Yeah. Were they year-round houses?
The majority of them, we had begun to have a few come in that were buying them just for summer homes. We don't know who's going to rebuild. The man over here that has the other FEMA trailer, he's going to rebuild.
You're rebuilding.
We're talking about rebuilding.
Good for you.
And
you getting help?
Over here, well, we didn't have flood insurance. Where my house sit, they claimed we were in a COBRA zone, which is called a wind velocity zone.
Oh, man.
Well, every
That's
house
right.
down, every house down here, all 17 of them, was in a wind velocity zone.
Right.
But this house, and there was another house down the street, had built after Hurricane George.
Oh, okay.
And this couple had just bought it, and they had had it about 6 months. And they had to have insurance through Lords of London, and we would have had to have insurance through Lords of London, but we couldn't afford it. $6,000 a year.
$6,000.
That's what they were paying, and we would have been paying about that, close to it, maybe $400 less than what they were paying.
You got out of here though. You didn't. You
oh
knew
yes,
to
we
get
got out. We left on Sunday at 1 o'clock. We went 40 miles on the other side of Pensacola to a campground. My husband's aunt and cousins lives over in Goche on the beach. They lost their homes. And we went over, all got together and went over there. And stayed overnight and came back. Well, we had no idea. We knew it was going to be a large tidal surge, but just could not visualize in our head that everything was going to be gone.
You didn't come back to it to see it.
We came the next day.
You came the next day?
Came the next day.
Oh my God.
We spent the night, Monday night, in the Walmart parking lot, and we cranked up the next morning and came down. Well, water was still up and we couldn't get in. So we have a friend that's a realtor, and we went to her real estate office and plugged into electricity there. Stayed there 3 nights till the water went down. And we were the first ones back, and they had to cut the trees out of the road for us to get through. And we came in, and when we got to the curb, you could see the 2-foot truss that was on the top of our post. And my husband said, honey, he said, we don't have a house. I said, what you mean? He said, I was playing with a grandbaby, and he said, there's the trust, our house. We were the only house had the trust on the...
You had no idea that it would be gone. You thought for sure it'd still be standing.
Well, we thought it would be like the ones up the street, you know, just gutted.
Right.
We thought it would be like that. But we got back and everything was gone, and we didn't prepare for it, for we didn't take our pictures. We didn't take anything except 2 suits of clothes and the grandbaby and our son that was living
Did anybody stay here?
with us.
Did anybody try to
this guy over here on the corner,
yeah,
he stayed. No one could get him to leave. And he stayed and rode it out, and when it first hit him, he said he grabbed a board and he went all the way over to Graveline Lake. I don't know if you know where that is. You know the bridge where you go over, okay, that big body of water up there, that's Graveline. It's 6 miles.
6 miles. And he hung on to a board for
till he got over to the lake, and then he said that was all he remembered. But when he came to, he was, if you can see this house through here, there's a big 2-story house over here in Goche on the beach. He ended up there, and he crawled up to the back door. He had no clothing on. All of his clothes had been torn off.
Is he a young guy?
No, he's 51 years old.
Oh my gosh, he's a tough guy.
He's an engineer on a NOAA ship. I guess if it had not been for his experience there, he would not have survived.
Now, I noticed there was a house sale.
Oh.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Down at the very end, the last house at the end, on the right.
Okay. On the right.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was an elderly lady on that. That was a rental house.
Oh, I see. I wonder what they're asking for that piece of property.
No, do you know?
Do you have any idea what it's worth?
Our son told us, he lives up in the condominiums there at St. Andrews, he and his wife, so it's a storm.
That's the golf club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he told us that people's buying those houses for 150, 180,000, sight unseen.
Is that a lot of money? I don't know.
Well, it is
haven't
for
been-
nothing. You don't have no heat, no air. It's just a shell
It's
of a
just
house.
a shell of a house, and they're buying one.
You have nothing.
No. Do you have a picture of your house the way it was?
I
You
sure don't.
You don't. That's yeah. You
don't.
lost everything.
I lost everything. I did have, but I lost all my
Of course.
pictures.
I'm sorry to see that.
But I had a beautiful house. I had a big porch here on the front.
Yeah.
And I had 3 bedroom, 2 bath inside.
And this was underneath. This is where the garage was, or something,
Yes,
right?
and right here, we had 2 sons that moved in with us, and one that got a divorce, and we closed this in, and one of them lived here. And we had a boat shed out there, and we just went up over the boat shed and put another apartment over it for the other boy. So we had all of that. We had invested in that, no insurance on it. So,
And you seem
But,
okay though.
well, that's the only way you can be, because they say God never puts no more on you than you can bear. So that's the way you have to look at it. Some people's gone through a lot more than me. Much more. But
They come by for you?
every day. Yeah, that one's new. He doesn't know where he's going.
He's coming. He should be coming to
He'll
see
be
you.
coming back here.
He should be coming to see you though.
Yeah, he'll be coming back.
Oh, that's good.
Anybody ever gives anything, I hope they give to the Red Cross, for they have been devoted.
That is good news.
And, you know, some days they'll come, they say, we haven't got nothing but sandwiches. Well, that's okay. My husband and I are working on the deck, so.
Are other people from other places volunteering to? Have you seen any around? 'Cause I'm
Right
trying to
now, all we have is the Red Cross. Now, there was a guy here earlier that was with the ministerial group that came through.
Good afternoon. It's the American Red Cross.
They're not.
Is anybody home?
They came. A ministerial group that used to come by here, and they're coming tomorrow night and having a big Christmas dinner up at the First Baptist Church in Ocean Springs for everybody
That's
at 5 tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
That's
So
very
do you see people there? Does that happen often?
Oh no.
No.
They're putting this on for the hurricane victims.
That's good.
How are you?
You're good. Thanks. Yourself.
Very nice.
Hi there. How are you today?
I got the flu and I'm walking outside.
Where's your shoes?
They're in the house. They got the flu too.
They got the flu? So you're keeping your shoes inside?
Oh yeah. We're in the South. We go barefooted.
How many meals could I get you today, Mom? 2? Okay. He's from Virginia.
Hi.
We have Paul right here as our driver.
Are you volunteers?
We're all volunteers.
Hey,
Virginia,
good for
doing?
you. How are you,
New
Paul?
York,
I'm great, thanks.
and Alaska.
Alaska,
Alaska.
Virginia,
My niece
and
teaches
New York.
school in Alaska.
Good for you.
Where at?
From Virginia, from Georgia.
He's from Georgia.
How many,
She
How many you need?
teach there.
how many meals do you need?
Oh, she wants 2.
And I don't remember where she moved.
I
Anchorage,
don't need
Fairbanks.
But thanks anyway.
No, it's a small town close to Fairbanks, I believe.
Oh, okay. There's
need
quite
to
a,
have
there's
this.
a lot of villages up in that area
Yeah.
that are very.
Your company sent you down.
Master Food USA.
What are they?
Master Food USA.
And-
Formerly M&M Mars.
Snickers, Twix.
Oh, really? And they just said, look, we want to do something good, so we'll send you down. Do you still get paid? Do you still get your paycheck?
Yes, they get paid.
That's good. And then yourself?
I'm from Anchorage, and I saw it on the news and wanted to come down and do something other than donate money.
How long you been down here?
Going on 3 weeks.
And how long do you
put
plan
in
to
for an extension.
You did? Is
My
it fun?
family's taken care of.
Let me ask you, is it fun?
It has great rewards to
Does
it. It does.